could have a moment of your time...
Can I help you?
I believe you can. I'm Sophronia, by the way. And are you familiar with Herodiana Byrne? Don't answer that. Of course you're not.
How did... What an... If you tell me...
I can't wait to see Herodiana's famous ensemble. Perhaps I'll make myself a copy.
Suppose I should look for that secret hall Sophronia told me about. It does sound interesting. Expelliarmus! Glacius! Accio! Depulso! This must be the entrance to the Hall of Herodiana.
Look at me!
Hall of Herodiana. Better go inside and find those puzzles.
Revelio.
Now to see if Herodiana Byrne was as good as Sophronia said she was.
Revelio. Accio. Depulso. Accio. Depulso. Accio. Depulso. Accio. Revelio. Accio. Depulso. Accio. Depulso.
That chest looks interesting. That wasn't too hard. Wonder what's next.
Revelio. Accio. Depulso. Accio. 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 Depulso. Accio. Depulso. Revelio. Accio. Depulso. Depulso. Accio. Depulso. Accio. Depulso. Accio.
I think I'm getting the hang of this now. Just one left.
Depulso. Arresto momentum. Descendo. Depulso. Accio. Revelio. Accio. Depulso. Accio. Protego. Depulso. Accio. Protego. Depulso. Accio.
I see. The switch reset everything. Good to know.
Descendo. Accio. Revelio. Accio. Protego. Depulso. Accio. Depulso. Accio. Revelio. Accio. Depulso. Accio. Glacius. Levioso. Depulso. Descendo. Flipendo. Accio. Depulso. Accio. Depulso. Accio. Depulso. Levioso. Accio. Accio. Depulso. Accio. Accio. Levioso. Accio. Depulso. Accio. Descendo. Depulso. Accio. Accio.
That's the last of them. Seems I was a match for Herodiana Byrne after all. And this must be the last piece of Herodiana's ensemble. It is remarkable. No wonder Sophronia wants to see this.
I can't believe we found ourselves trapped in that scriptorium. Never again. Heard you're defending Hogsmeade against trolls. You know, there is such a thing as trying too hard.
Oh, my.
If it isn't the treasure hunter.
Still can't believe you found it.
I've always said that travel broadens the
Have you been
mind.
in any other common rooms?
Well,
Sophronia, I solved all the puzzles in the Hall of Herodiana.
incredible! Then you found Herodiana's outfit. May I see it?
Of course. Behold.
Oh, how grand! You'll look as majestic as Herodiana herself, the greatest Depulso master of all time. You're my second favourite hero! you think anyone has found every secret passage in Hogwarts? Surprise me if new.
Hogsmeade, here I come.
Over here.
This is a change of pace from our last outing.
Don't remind me. The thought of that tent still makes my blood boil. I've been thinking about those poor dragons in the fighting ring. The collars they were wearing, they appeared to be goblin silver. I think a collar is precisely what we found at that poacher camp. I've never known poachers to use anything like that before.
The dragon that attacked my carriage was wearing a collar, and Professor Fig was genuinely baffled by its behavior.
That attack always did strike me as a little strange, seemingly coming out of nowhere. Surely you aren't suggesting that the collars somehow control the poor creatures?
Exactly.
Merlin, I don't think the dragon we set free was wearing a collar, but we should check. And if we can find her, we can return her egg.
Must we? It seems a lot of trouble to go to for a creature we've already rescued.
We should see this through. Let me find out where she is. There was something else that I wanted to discuss with you. I didn't want to press it before. It seems I may have caused you more trouble with Victor Rookwood. Why is he after you?
Rookwood is working with Ranrock, and Ranrock is after something I found at Gringotts. Fig had a portkey that led us there after the dragon attack. It's a bit of a long story, and Fig had asked that I not speak of it yet.
Goodness. Well, that certainly helps to shed light on what we saw at the tent. Don't worry, I'll guard your secret as if it were my own. I shan't press for more details. In fact, I should probably be going. I'd like to track that dragon down as soon as I can. I'll let you know when I have news of her location.
Revelio.
I'm sure you had your reasons, but breaking into Alfred Lawley's home wasn't the brightest idea.
Off on another adventure, are we?
I would appreciate a little help, if you've a moment.
What is it? What's wrong?
Goblins, that's what. Ranrock's lot. Nasty creatures. Ambush me, they did. I need a little something. Something to protect me.
You're right, the world's not safe at the moment.
Oh, I will. You can be sure of that. Ranrock's lot won't take me down. And I've you to thank. Please, accept this gift in exchange for your help.
Revelio.
Never have come here.
I should investigate.
Confringo. Accio. Wingardium Leviosa. Flipendo. Accio. Wingardium Leviosa. Flipendo. Accio. Wingardium Leviosa. Flipendo. Accio. Wingardium Leviosa. Flipendo. Accio. Wingardium Leviosa. Levioso. Revelio. Accio. Flipendo. Accio. Levioso, Depulso. Accio. 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 Revelio. Accio. Accio. Depulso.
You'll regret crossing my path.
That crate of Chinese chomping cabbages is somewhere in this camp.
Best part of extorting someone is when I get to cast Cruciatus on them.
Sometimes I do wonder if your eyes are still in your head. I really...
Rockborough ain't good for much. Not unless you fancy getting squashed by a troll.
We may have an intruder in our midst.
Takes gumption to steal a stolen hippogriff.
Confringo!
Dark magic, eh? What? Protect will nearby again.
You. Some of those wizards were friends of mine. Stop sticking around like a piddywig. Don't try that
Arresto
again.
momentum. Stupefy. Potato.
Avoiding our problem.
Descendo. Crucio.
The pain!
Defendo. Expelliarmus.
One less poacher in the wizarding world.
Revelio. Aloha Mora. Arresto momentum. Descendo! Arresto momentum.
I'll look after you. That's one crate in hand. I only need one more.
Revelio. Confringo. Bombarda. Arresto momentum.
Everything's all right now.
Best place to hunt beasts is the Forbidden Forest. So, the hunt begins.
You can't imagine how inconvenient travel was before I invented flu powder.
If one more person asks me about her... Must have snuck in after I fell asleep.
Pardon me, sir.
Come to stare at the fool, have you? There's poor Ig Haggerty, robbed by his own sister. She's robbed almost everyone now. So, who's the fool?
I'm not sure I know what you're talking about.
Then you're the only one who doesn't know about Catherine running off with that thief Victor Rookwood and his lot. Good riddance, I said. Never thought she'd return to steal from me. Us. But I just know it was her. I want her caught and sent to Azkaban for stealing a prize family heirloom. Sister or no.
What exactly was the family heirloom that the thief stole?
A necklace. Belonged to the first of the Haggerty women. Hundreds of years old. So much history. She'll likely pawn it.
Why would Katrin come back to rob the hamlet if she'd already left?
Do I look like a criminal to you? How should I know? She always despised this place, resented having to grow up here. Perhaps she did it to spite us.
Are you sure Katrin is the culprit? It could be anyone.
Thanks to that Rookwood louse, we're inundated with all manner of criminal. I wanted to believe it was any one of them, except Katrin. But she was the only one who knew where the heirloom was hidden, and she knew precisely which homes to rob.
I could keep an eye out for the thief, sir.
You? Ugh. Nothing to be done by the likes of us. This is a job for the fine officer Singer, or some such authority. Besides, the thief, my sister, only strikes at night. Coward. Long past your bedtime.
What do you have for sale?
Okay.
Now that it's night, I ought to look into this thievery business for Mr. Haggerty.
Glad you were able to stop by.
Mr. Haggerty, can you remind me what we spoke?
I told...
What do you have for sale?
What can I help you with today? Glad you were able to stop by.
A pile of gold. I must be on the right track. It looks as if the thief took more than they could carry.
Revelio. Revelio.
More gold? I must be getting closer.
Seems quiet. Too quiet, if you ask me.
Revelio.
somebody? Aha! There you are!
Protego! Arrogant child!
What?
No! Superboy! Superboy! That's the momentum. Descendo! Protego! Stupid! Descendo! Repulso! Defendo! Expelliarmus!
Why can't I hit him?
You only have Ranrock to blame. Revelio. I know. Revelio. Revelio. This could prove dangerous if I'm not careful. Confringo! Bombarda! Revelio.
An intruder! If only I could get my hands on Fig or that student.
Terrificus Totalis.
Feel as though I'm not alone. The area's still clear.
Who's there?
How nice of you to stop by.
Protego!
Someone been taken out?
Is that the best you can do?
No!
Descendo! Defendo! Expelliarmus! Bombarda! Confringo!
I won't rest until...
Revelio! Revelio. Revelio. A Niffler. It wasn't Catherine Haggerty after all. Arresto momentum. I have the Niffler. Now to look for the Haggerty family heirloom. Revelio. This place has seen better days. I wonder if I'm safe to explore in there. Oh, here's a pleasant surprise. I have some good news, Mr. Haggerty. I unmasked your thief.
Nothing to unmask, was there? We all know that the thief was my sister, Catherine.
Actually, sir, the thief was a Niffler.
A what?
You know, small, furry, pilfering. I followed it to its lair.
Catelyn was the only one who knew how to get into our homes, where to find our treasures. But I suppose, mangy little blighter. Well, if you found the Niffler's lair, as you say, you must have found my heirloom.
I'm sorry, Mr. Haggerty. I wish I could say that I had.
It was too much to hope for anyway. I appreciate what you did uncover. Catherine's a disappointment for certain, but I never wanted to believe she was behind this. Now, thanks to you, I won't have to. Glad I'll be able to look my neighbours in the eye now. Pity about that heirloom, though.
Hello, nice to see you again. What do you have for sale?
What can I help you with today? Glad you were able to stop by.
My father...
Looks rather dark in there. Never stopped me before. Revelio. Revelio. These rocks have seen better days. High wing, go! I can see why Feldcroft needs help.
Someone's here.
No need to race them.
I know you're here somewhere.
I've been fighting since before you were born.
Potato! Stupefy!
You know, I hate that! I refuse to be defeated. I won't rest until well, this is sad. Really, it is.
Potato! Stupefy!
You're not very good at this, are you?
That's the student who released oats. Attacking with plants. You want that?
This is where you will fail.
Arresto momentum. Defender! Potato!
You won't get away with that.
Expelliarmus!
A brother who works at Gringotts. Couldn't pay me enough to sit behind a desk all day.
Revelio. That's all the crates of Chinese chomping cabbages. I'd better go and see Mr. Thistlewood's friend in Feldcroft. Defendo! Expelliarmus! Confringo! Bombarda! Expelliarmus! 8 legs is simply too many. Revelio!
You ought to cut back on pudding. Mistook you for a troll the other day.
Not sure how I'd fare in a little...
Hello there. Do you have the special delivery from my dear friend Eddie?
Hello, Mr. Ndi? Eddie Thistlewood sent me.
Yes, he told me to expect you. Do you have the Chinese chomping cabbages?
I have them right here.
Marvelous. This will go a long way towards protecting the hamlet from Ranrock's loyalists. The same foul curs who, I'm willing to guess, intercepted them in the first place, along with Rookwood's lot. Feldcroft owes a debt of gratitude to you and Eddie. Thank you for your help.
What do you have for sale?
At last, some reinforcements. Hopefully this is enough to thwart the goblins. Have I mentioned you're welcome to stop by any time?
Revelio. 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 So this is the underground harbour.
Afraid of a staircase?
Revelio.
I haven't been down to the boathouse since arriving.
Revelio. That book Professor Weasley asked me to find should be about...
Looking for the book Intermediate Transfiguration.
Professor Weasley asked me to, get something from that book. May I have it?
Did she now? I'll give you this book if you humour me by answering a few questions from my quiz.
Quiz?
Some people call bits of knowledge trivia. I would argue that no knowledge is trivial. Hence, I have created a small quiz, just for fun, focusing mainly on the lore of the wizarding world. None of the other students will try it, no matter how many times I ask. They all say they have enough with schoolwork. Ugh, they don't value knowledge the way I do. Surely you're interested. I'll even start you off with a few of my easiest questions.
A quiz sounds like fun.
Splendid! Just a few questions and then I'll hand over this book. Let us begin. Before the invention of the golden snitch, which magical creature was used in a game of Quidditch?
The snake bird.
No. Incorrect. The answer was the golden snidget. The snidget was first introduced to Quidditch in 1269 by a wizard named Barbarous Bragg. Sadly, they're thought to be extinct. Next question. Which potion is commonly referred to as liquid luck?
Felix Felicis.
Well done. Since it makes the drinker temporarily lucky, Felix Felicis is a banned substance in all organised competitions. The tale of the three brothers involves which magical artifacts?
Horcruxes?
No, the answer was the Deathly Hallows. According to Beadle the Bard, the Deathly Hallows consist of the Elder Wand, the Resurrection Stone, and the Cloak of Invisibility. Which ball in Quidditch is the largest?
The bludger.
I'm sorry, but the correct answer was the quaffle. When a chaser throws the quaffle through one of 3 hoops in a Quidditch match, their team is awarded 10 points. True or false? Polyjuice Potion allows the drinker to change species.
False.
Correct. While Polyjuice Potion can be used to change things such as age or race, it cannot be used to change species. Well, I suppose this has gone on long enough. I'll put the book back on the pedestal now. If you're inclined to test your knowledge again, I have plenty more questions I could ask you. And I won't be giving you any more easy questions either. The next ones will be more difficult.
I'm sorry. I don't have time for a quiz at the moment.
Let me know if you change your mind. I put the book back on the pedestal for you.
Revelio ought to make quick work of this. Professor Weasley's tasks are complete. I should attend Transfiguration.
Reading can be as magical as any spell. Why can't students see that?
I've always said that travel broadens the mind.
I heard Professor Weasley transfigured the book with all her test answers into an owl to stop students from cheating.
Taking owls a bit too literally, if you ask me.
Settle down, settle down. Transfiguration, as you may be weary of hearing me say, is an exact science that can take a lifetime to master. But we needn't be daunted. Almost anything can be transformed if you can just perceive the potential within it. As I see in all of you, tremendous witches and wizards, every one of you. Or it could just be my eyesight. Now, you all know what to do. Beautifully done.
You wanted to discuss my progress so far this term, Professor?
I did. You seem to have had no trouble in getting up to speed. And frankly, excelling in your schoolwork this year.
Thank you, Professor. The extra assignments have been helpful.
As I suspected they would be. Now, it seems you've been making good use of the opportunities presented by your field guide. Of course, the guide isn't the only measure of success. Deke tells me you captured a unicorn and brought it back to the Room of Requirement. Protecting so rare a beast is an accomplishment of which you can be quite proud.
Thank you, Professor.
I will say I'm especially impressed with all you've accomplished in light of the rumors of your extracurricular activities. Was your extended conversation with Mr. Ollivander after you'd obtained your wand, or subsequent search of the owlery, connected in any way to Professor Fig?
Not at all. I enjoy talking to Mr. Ollivander. I'm fascinated by wand law, and I'd never visited the owlery. Bit of a mess.
I see. I admire your penchant for learning, but do remember that your classwork and field guide are designed to educate you thoroughly. It'll be the end of the year in no time, and you'll want to be well prepared for your OWLs. I'll provide a final assessment at that time to ensure that you're ready for your exams. Until then, well done. You are dismissed.
Since our visit to Feldcroft, something dawned on me about the triptych. Meet me at the Overlook, just north of the Forbidden Forest, and I'll explain.
My plan with the helmet failed, but I have another idea. I think we may be able to find what we need at a goblin mine south of Hogwarts. Meet me there, and bring someone who speaks gobbledygook.
You're brave though, aren't you?
Brilliant. Revelio. Alohomora. Confringo.
Footwork, man!
Revelio. Revelio.
Anna's getting worse. If there's any chance that the relic from Slytherin's spellbook can help her, I must find it. I'm requesting your help. Meet me outside of Feldcroft, near the Catacomb.
I have some promising news about the location of our Hebridean dragon friend and where to return her you-know-what. Meet me in the town circle in Hogsmeade.
I wonder who lives here.
If anyone ever knew how.
Nice. What do you have for...
What are we in the market for today? Have I mentioned you're welcome to stop by any time?
Where did I set my traps? Was it low?
I've never seen a sword like it. Pass that fire with you, Grim. You have to learn to share.
Mysterious and a bit unsettling.
You're here. Good.
Sebastian, that relic you mentioned.
I believe one of Slytherin's students stumbled upon the relic during an assignment to study sarcophagi in this catacomb. From what I read in a report by the student, they weren't permitted to take it with them, so I must assume it's still here. As I mentioned earlier, this relic grants its holder the power to reverse dark magic curses. If it's in this catacomb, I have to find it. For Anne. I need to see her.
I'd be interested to know what else the student discovered.
Have a look. Unfortunately, there's no name on it, but I suspect if it was important enough for Slytherin to stash in his spellbook, it's worthy of further study.
I'm ready to explore the catacomb. Perhaps we can visit Anne when we've finished.
Perfect. By the way, Ominous has been asking about you. You didn't tell him what we were doing, did you?
I didn't. I promise.
Good. Ominous would be livid if he knew what we were about to do. I'll be interested to compare what lies inside to what I've read about this catacomb.
Revelio.
I'm sure that foul smell is the scent of success. Try not to lose your nerve just yet.
Fringo! Levioso!
Expelliarmus!
Descendo! Bombarda! Defendo!
At least now we know we're not alone in here.
Perhaps that was
Revelio.
it. And the rest of the tomb will be insect-free.
Yeah, spiders aren't insects.
Don't start.
Accio. Opening all of these is tempting.
We're here for a reason. I'd say opening them all is justified.
Guardium
This room is
Leviosa!
taller than it looks.
Levioso!
Accio. Revelio.
Finding a chest in an inconspicuous loft. Brilliant.
Levioso! Expelliarmus! Defender! Protego!
Stupefy.
Levioso! Confringo! Bombarda!
Revelio.
We've rid the world of another spider. I shall sleep better tonight.
Accio.
Confringo!
Accio. Revelio.
Debolso!
Watch your step. I nearly slipped there.
Revelio. Levioso! Descendo! Levioso! Defender! Confringo! Bombarda! Expelliarmus! Confringo! Protego! Stupefy!
All this grass, it no longer feels like a tomb. I've read about catacombs that underwent expansion efforts and ran into problems, often cave-ins.
And then were abandoned.
Exactly. We'll be fine, though. Now this is the sort of great room I want to be buried in.
Surrounded by grandeur.
Grandeur and then some.
Revelio.
Even an altar with a pile of bones. Lovely.
Bones outside a sarcophagus. Seems odd. There's something here by the altar. Accio. Flipendo. Accio. Defender. Expelliarmus. Confringo. Bombarda. Revelio.
What did you find?
Accio.
That's a lot
Wingardium
of bone
Leviosa.
rattle.
Accio. Wingardium Leviosa. Repulsor. Revelio. We're in the tomb. I assume eerie sounds come with the territory. Accio. Accio. Wingardium Leviosa. Accio. Wingardium Leviosa. Repulsor. We've made it this far, but clearly we have more to do. Repulsor. Accio. Confringo. Descender. I need to find a safe way across. Accio. Lumos. freedom! Lumos. Incendio. Lumos. Incendio. Accio. Wingardium Leviosa. Accio. Wingardium Leviosa. Rickety Bone Bridge complete. Accio. Revelio. Revelio. Looks like part of a student's diary. It mentions plans to return for the relic and conjuring barricades using bones.
Of course. The student's summary referenced the space beyond the Great Room, which means this can't be a dead end. Let's divide and conquer. You work on sorting out the bone barricades, I'll look around and see what we missed. Hold on to that diary entry. There may be more to it.
It does mention something else. It says their next assignment was learning the Imperious Curse.
Really? Interesting. We need to focus on moving beyond this room. But let me think for a moment.
Do you think the pages were left here on purpose?
Slytherin mentioned a student who excelled in charms and always carried a satchel stuffed full of notes. They might have been left on purpose, or the student may have simply dropped them.
Of course. I'll start to search for those barricades.
Brilliant. There's more to this than even I imagined. Before we trudge on further, I've just realized something. The student's diary mentions the Imperious Curse. I wouldn't be surprised if we're going to need it here. It's an unforgivable, but useful when you're outnumbered. Places the victim completely under the caster's control. So, if you'd like to learn Imperio, I can teach you.
Where did you learn the Imperious Curse?
I taught myself. Don't tell Ominous that I've told you. It's not exactly something I can brag about, but it may come in handy. I think you ought to know it.
Shouldn't I know more about what the curse entails?
Remember the blasting curse? Same idea, except when it comes to unforgivable curses, your intention has to be clear. You have to mean it.
It's probably wise to know the spell.
I couldn't agree more. A spell that could save your life shouldn't be unforgivable. You have a lot at stake. You have an ability that evidently no one's seen for centuries. Focus your wand movement. It's not an easy spell to master. Here we go. Something troubling ahead. Be on your guard. Incendio! Levioso! Confringo! Incendio! Accio! Defendo! Revelio! Another barricade. Considering how well you did on the last one, this should be a cinch.
How gracious of you.
I try.
Revelio.
This looks different than what we faced before. Now we're also dealing with rune symbols.
Incendio.
Defendo.
Expelliarmus! Imperio!
Fringo!
Protego! Stupefy! Expelliarmus! Bombarda! Expelliarmus! Stupefy! Confringo! Protego! Stupefy!
Appears some of these stone tablets have 2 rune symbols.
Stupefy!
That has to mean something.
Stupefy! Expelliarmus! Imperio! Confringo! Bombarda! Incendio! Incendio!
Never knew spiders could make such a mess.
Bit dramatic, isn't it? Confringo! Confringo! Incendio!
Perhaps we need to pull the handles in the order of the symbols on the tablets.
Revelio! Incendio! Accio! Incendio! Accio! Revelio! Depulso! Revelio!
This catacomb has suffered decay, just as the student's summary described.
I doubt anyone's been here in quite some time.
Perhaps we need to pull the handles in the order of the symbols on the tablets.
Accio! That worked. Keep going. Revelio. Accio. Wingardium Leviosa. Accio. Wingardium Leviosa. Accio. Accio. Wingardium Leviosa.
You are head and shoulders above these bones. Nicely done.
Revelio. Accio.
Revelio. My Slytherin student was so entranced with this place.
Bombarda. Defender. Protego. Sendo. Imperio. Springer. Impringo. GeForce. Incendio. Imperio. Revelio. Defender. Expelliarmus. Bombarda. Protego. Confringo. Expelliarmus. Defender. Expelliarmus. For a moment there, I thought that'd never end. Confringo. Revelio. Dead end. Lovely. All that for nothing. Hold on. Don't give up yet. Sebastian! The relic! Look! Could it be? Revelio. Repulsor. Accio. Revelio. The note and rendition of the relic. It matches. This must be where the student left the relic.
I can't believe it. After all this, it lines up. We've really found it.
What do you suppose is meant by the dark sacrifice required to realize the relic's potential?
I have no idea. But we're here for the relic.
The note advises to leave the relic alone.
I assure you, we were meant to find this. For Anne's sake. I'm taking it. Let's get to Feldcroft. I must keep this relic secret. Especially from my uncle.
Revelio.
Is that ominous? Ominous. The sounds we kept hearing. It was you.
You gave me no choice. I had to follow you. Sebastian, please, leave the relic alone. We can find another way to help Anne.
I'm sorry, Ominous, but I'm taking it.
No, you're not. If you won't put it back, then I will.
Hold on, both of you. Sebastian, please, take a step back.
Fine, but Ominous knows. I won't step back from a fight.
Can't believe this.
How much did you hear?
Everything. I was glad to hear you tell Sebastian to leave the relic. We need to stand together. Convince Sebastian this is wrong.
And if nothing will change his mind?
Something has to. I need your help.
You're right. This seems far riskier than Sebastian realizes.
Good. We're agreed. We don't allow him to leave here with the relic.
I do think we should talk to him, but I fear we won't stop him from taking the relic.
What are you suggesting?
I'm suggesting we negotiate. We allow Sebastian to leave with the relic under one condition. After this, no more.
I feel that's what we agreed to in the scriptorium. I'm being taken for a fool.
You're not, Ominous. This may be the only way to keep your friendship intact. Let's trust him to know what's best.
Fine. If I trust him on this, I'm trusting you too. The dark arts seem harmless until it's too late. Go then. Leave with the relic. I'll not say a word more. I hope I don't regret this.
Sebastian, we're ready.
What is it? I haven't changed my mind.
Ominous has. Let's go.
What? Ominous?
I'll explain on the way. Come on.
Well, what happened back there?
Ominous and I found a compromise.
Ominous simply needs a moment with you and he'll change his mind. Is that it?
I told him we ought to give you this chance, that the relic is too important to ignore.
There has to be more to it than that. Tell me.
We agreed on what was needed, Sebastian. You have my word.
I never wanted to keep all this from Ominous. He just doesn't understand. And I didn't want to worry him all over again. As we were leaving, Ominous wouldn't even acknowledge me. That's not like him.
He was troubled, Sebastian. Even though we agreed to it all, it's been a lot to take in.
I thought he understood. He knew we couldn't give up. All of this is too important. For Anne. Yeah.
Confringo, Bombarda.
Confringo.
Defender.
When we get to Feldcroft, I'd rather Anne not know what had to be done to get this relic. She thinks like Ominous. It'd only upset her. Oh no, this isn't good.
What is it?
Smoke! Over there, by the hamlet. Feldcroft's in trouble. They're under attack.
Let's hurry.
What an unfortunate disappointment!
Defender. Expelliarmus. Confringo. Defender. Protego. Confringo.
Are you quite serious?
Will not win here.
Protego. Confringo. We've got them. Defender.
We'll make them retreat.
How nice is that?
Oh, stop provoking them!
I'm handling it.
Protego. Stupefy. Stupefy. Defender.
Rather what?
Uncle, to the right!
Got him!
They're closing in!
Stupefy.
boy! What have you done?
Saved my sister.
With an unforgivable curse. From that damned book, no doubt. Your father would be ashamed. You've gone too far, Sebastian. Stay away from her. From all of us.
What did my uncle expect me to do? The Imperious curse saved Anne's life. That goblin was going to kill her.
You did what you had to do.
If I have to keep proving that to my uncle, I will. He cannot banish me from my own home. From my sister.
It might be best to let him calm down a while. May I speak to him? Perhaps I can help to ease the tension a bit.
You may be right. Very well. Probably best if I get away from here for a while. I'll head back to Hogwarts.
What was he thinking?
Pardon me, Mr. Sallow.
What Sebastian did was inexcusable. You cannot possibly be about to defend him.
Sebastian and I have encountered Ranrock's loyalists before. That goblin would have killed Anne.
This family does not resort to using dark magic even against our enemies. What Sebastian did cannot be undone. That you are defending Sebastian's behavior at all tells me everything I need to know. You are as guilty as he is. Sebastian is to come nowhere near Feldcroft, nowhere near Anne. Unforgivable curses are so named for a reason. If I hear that either of you continues down this path, if either of you uses dark magic, I will notify the headmaster immediately. Why, Sebastian?
It's like a place right out of a storybook.
Away, Highwing! Away!
Any who oppose Ranrock will be eliminated.
Defender! Protego! Faster, Highwing!
Leave me be. Come now, Annabelle. It was a long time ago. What do you want? Hurry up, hurry. It was an accident.
Did you speak with my uncle?
I wish I had better news about your uncle and Anne.
Well, what did he say?
I'm afraid he wants you nowhere near Feldcroft. Nor Anne.
I had to stop that goblin from killing my sister. He had no right to banish me from my own twin. If he thinks banishing me means I'm going to give up on Anne, he's sorely mistaken.
He also said he cannot excuse the use of dark magic in any form, and that if he hears of either of us using it, he'll go straight to Professor Black.
Huh? That relic, dark magic or not, is the key to saving Anne. To reverse that curse. I will not lose Anne for good. I should send the crest to Anne. She'll know that we need to meet.
I'm afraid I don't follow.
Nothing, just a thought. Now I'm more determined than ever to learn what power that relic has.
What did you mean you'd send Anne a crest so that she'd know to meet you?
We just lost our parents, and we were packing up to go and live with Solomon. We couldn't take everything. She was carefully organizing her prized possessions, a box of artifacts she'd collected to do with our family. Jewelry, cards, old photographs. She got to her favorite, a handmade crest, and without a second thought, she handed it to me. "This will keep you safe," she said. "It holds no enchantment, but I've kept it with me since. That's how I can reach Anne. I'll get the crest to her with plans to meet."
Be careful, Sebastian. Your uncle could intercept it, or be expelled.
Even if Ominous is upset with us, he has no love lost for his family. He'd use their connections to the headmaster if we needed his help.
I shall wait to hear from you then.
Thank you. I very much appreciate you standing by me through all of this. I'll send you an owl when I have news.
Sometimes it seems all roads lead to Hogsmeade.
Always have been.
Oh,
Ready for a little change in fashion, are we? Plenty to choose from here, so take your time. Plenty for your perusal today. Take your time. I'd say that looks as if it was made for you. If I haven't said it before, it's a pleasure doing business with you. You won't be disappointed. That's a Gladrag's promise. I suspect you have a sharp eye for fashion. Be sure to stop by whenever you're about. I suspect you have a sharp eye for fashion.
Revelio.
Be sure to stop by whenever you're about.
Fine now, Demi guys.
Revelio. Before you ask, I'm all out of the new socks, so if your feet are smelly, you'll have to work it out for yourself. I suspect you have a sharp eye for fashion. Be sure to stop by whenever you're about.
It's not like her to forget.
I didn't keep you waiting, did I?
Not at all. I was just at the post office. Gran told me to expect a package, but it looks as if she forgot to send it. She didn't send me an owl this week either. Perhaps she's busy with her research.
What was she sending you?
Only some feed she's been developing. I was going to give it to Professor Howin for the measles.
What kind of research is she doing?
It varies from week to week, but it's always to do with creatures. Last week she was studying leg knots in plimpies.
What did you find out about the dragon you were tracking?
I realised that she didn't know the poachers had her egg, so when she left Horntail Hall, she would have headed straight to her nest. I went back to the tent and tracked her flight.
How do you track a dragon long after she's gone?
Tree canopies, burn marks, things like that.
Well done. You certainly know what you're doing.
I can't be certain, but I have an idea of one place she may have been heading. I thought we might go and see it for ourselves.
Of course. Shall we leave now?
If that's all right, I want to see how she's faring if she had a collar on, and she's likely frantic about her egg. Here we are. I do think this is where we'll find her. The terrain's typical of where the breed would nest. I suspect it's how the poachers found her to begin with. They likely camped here and logged her patterns. Perhaps nabbed her first and then her egg. Dragons are hard enough to wrangle, let alone maternal ones.
You got all of that from simply standing here?
You'd be surprised how easy it is to think like a poacher. Shall we see if she's home? We only need to return her egg.
You're making this sound simple, but this is a dragon after all.
Hebrideans can be aggressive, but they're also clever. She caught on quickly enough when you showed her how to escape the tent. She'll understand why we're here once she sees her egg. Then we can be finished with the poachers once and for all.
I don't suppose you've thought about keeping it, have you?
No, it belongs to her. Keeping it will make me just as bad as the poachers.
If you're right about finding her here, how do we go about returning the egg?
Her nest will likely be in the heart of her den, which she will be keeping guard over. It might also be more charred than anywhere else, I imagine.
Well then, let's find our dragon and return her egg.
Wonderful. If she sees us flying about, she might take it as a sign of aggression or food. We should stay on foot. Oh, and one more thing. Let's not agitate her. Goodness knows she's been through enough already. I'm ready when you are. There she is, above us. She did make it home safely. Oh, good. It looks as if she wasn't collared like the other dragons. Poor thing must be worried sick, wondering what happened to her egg.
Revelio. For what it's worth, she doesn't seem to have spotted us yet.
Let's hope it stays that way. At least until we've done what we came to do.
Defender! Expelliarmus! Confringo! Revelio! She is again.
She's breathtaking.
From a distance. Reparo.
Fantastic. I wonder how good her eyesight is.
I beg your pardon? Revelio.
I don't imagine the poachers fed her well. And from a distance, we probably look exactly like sheep to her. Hebrideans love sheep.
How lucky for us. Watch your step.
Pity. She must have been starved.
Revelio.
Or just raring for a fight.
Quiet. What was that? Well, there's no turning back now. Remember, we don't want to hurt her. Over here!
Wait here! I'll run ahead.
Whenever you're ready, I'll follow your lead.
I'll draw her attention. Follow when it's safe.
Watch out! It's her domain. She'll make sure. Keep at it. We've just got to make it to the nest.
Oh, she isn't making it easy.
Not a warm welcome.
Revelio. It's a little too warm, if you ask me. I don't suppose she listened to reason.
I'd normally try, but we're well past that. Get to that opening below her. If we can get to that entrance, we can get to the nest. Look! Underneath her! I think we're close! She's leaving! Quickly!
Brilliant. Revelio.
There's the nest. We're almost there. Why is every bridge here broken?
Reparo.
Now, if we just return her egg, we can hopefully make it out without too much fuss. That was brilliant. And did you see how clever? She left us perfectly unharmed.
Creatures are a lot cleverer than most people realize.
That's what Gran always says. The important thing is that we survived it, and we returned her egg. Thank you for doing this with me. Wouldn't blame you one bit if you wanted to head back to the castle and never think about dragons again.
I was hoping to look around for a moment, if you don't mind. Take it all in.
I suppose we could catch our breath. I wonder how long she lived here, or where she'll go now.
Revelio. 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 Revelio.
I can't believe any of what just happened.
Still taking it all in.
No, I think I'm ready to leave if you are.
I am. After our dragon rescue at Hauntow Hall, I half expect to be ambushed by poachers any time I'm not in the castle.
Understandable. We did sabotage their fighting ring and steal a dragon egg from them.
True. So why haven't they come after us? It's not like them to let things lie. Unless
what?
Unless they haven't let things lie. Oh no, I can't believe I didn't see it. We need to leave. I need to send an owl. How could I have been so blind?
Revelio.
Hearing those old fairy tales like Babbity Rabbity takes me back to sitting...
Hello there. Please, come in. Let me know if you need help finding anything. Plenty for your perusal today. Take your time. I suspect you have a sharp eye for fashion. Be sure to stop by whenever you're about.
I'm sure she'd love some flowers.
You can't imagine how inconvenient travel was before I invented flu powder.
Hmm.
Can you not hear me?
Huh?
Hello? Hello?
Ah.
You there? Can you help me? I need some help. Can you not hear me? Would you mind helping a poor witch?
Whoa.
You there? Can you help me? I need some help.
Ah.
Hello? Hello? Can you not hear me?
Huh?
Are you in some sort of trouble?
Nearly attacked by...
Yes, I have some right here. Please take it and be careful.
Oh, thank you, thank you. I knew you had a good heart. I feel better already just knowing I have some thunder brew on hand. Please take this as thanks for your generosity.
Revelio. Bombarda. Expelliarmus. Defender. Confringo. Expelliarmus. Defender. Defender. Expelliarmus. Confringo. Expelliarmus. Defender. Revelio.
I thought my owl might pique your interest.
I came as soon as I could.
I'd been so preoccupied by all that happened with Ominis and the catacomb, not to mention my uncle's reaction, that I'd almost forgotten what it was that struck me about that triptych. This is the view painted on the canvas that was left on it.
That's incredible. You know this area well.
And while I was waiting for you, I scouted around and discovered an abandoned mine nearby, surrounded by Ranrock's loyalists.
Do you think there's a connection to the triptych?
I've no idea, but perhaps they're searching it, the way they did Rookwood Castle and Isidora's Manor. How do we want to handle this?
We need to see what they're doing. I say we take them head on. Let's bury some enemies.
Very well.
And I still have that rune symbol we found on the triptych. If there is a connection, I suspect we'll see that symbol again.
After you.
There they are up ahead.
I'll let you lead.
Why am I always on patrol? It's a waste of my skills.
No one enters this mine. Kill anyone who tries.
Ranrock's loyalists are out for blood.
Terrificus Totalis.
Hello? I know I heard something that time. That was pitiful!
I won't rest.
Imperio.
Levioso.
Revelio. Accio. Petrificus Totalis.
All of Ranrock's loyalists deserve the same fate. Nice work. This is going well.
We make a good team.
We do at that.
Once again, we could fight our way through or be discreet.
You know which one I'd choose?
What I wouldn't give for a cup of mushroom tea.
Wouldn't mind
I feel as though I'm not alone.
Revelio. Terrificus Totalis.
I could fall dead asleep on my feet, I could. Most goblins in my family worked in the mines at one time or other. Nothing over here.
Terrificus Totalis.
Ready to fight.
Imperium.
Who's there? No! How dare you! As if
Depulso. Incendio.
And the fun is over.
Fun is a relative term.
It is. And that was relatively fun.
Revelio.
I should tell you. Rumor is this mine was closed long ago due to an infestation of spiders.
How nice. Nothing I haven't seen before.
That's the spirit.
Revelio.
We're making quick progress.
For better or for worse, we're in. Revelio. Terrificus Totalis.
all.
This mine looks like a tomb.
It was closed after accidents were reported. Now I see why.
I don't see any goblins in these webs.
Too disgusting for even a spider to prey on.
Confringo. Revelio.
An intruder! I won't rest until you're dead.
Confringo. Potato. Stupefy. Defender.
I won't rest. Stop it!
Expelliarmus. Bombarder.
How many of Ranrock's loyalists are in here?
Too many. They definitely think there's something here they want.